Residential burglary, terroristic threatening. 4 cases. And 15-14, controlled substances. 15-20, theft, assault. 15-31, terroristic threatening. Okay.
Your Honor, may I sound the courtroom for his...
May you what?
May I sound the courtroom for Miss Rhodes? See if she...
Yeah, sure.
Melissa Rhodes. Melissa Rhodes. When did he miss court? What day? Last week? Okay. I don't have...
Mr. Hampton, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you in your cases. Let me check and see where we're at on these matters.
But I mean, if he was,
Are these Judge Webb's cases?
They've all been transferred to
Division 3, okay. So, trying to see where we're at on these matters.
Judge, Mr. Hampton was scheduled to appear last week, and he didn't appear on the 24th. My understanding from meeting with him is that he had his some orbital fracture as a result of an altercation with somebody and was in the hospital. I haven't been able to confirm that with the medical records, but I would like to, and he gave me the information regarding his mom, is Melissa Rhodes, that is supposed to have that information. And I believe if and when we get that information, Mr. Campbell would agree to stay on the bonds.
Okay, that'll be fine. Is there anything to be done in the matter?
I think we need to get appointed, and also I'm not sure where they are about the arraignment.
Okay.
Probably need to have them arraigned on at least some of these.
I believe on the 2015-14, I believe that he needs to be arraigned on that, Your Honor, and I also think he needs to be arraigned on the 2015-20. Yeah, 2015-20.
Yeah, I noticed that 14-44 is set for trial, I guess, next week, but you probably need that continued.
Yes, sir.
15-31. Let's see where we're at on that. Yes, this is a case of terroristic threatening in the first degree and possession of marijuana, and he just needs to be arraigned on that.
Yes, sir. Plead not guilty, Judge.
Okay.
Looks like there's already a scheduling order, Judge.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And 15-20. I think you said he needed to be arraigned on this also, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll enter plea of not guilty. I'm not sure we have a scheduling order in that. We may have.
I think we do, Your
We'll get
Honor.
one.
We do.
We do, Your Honor.
And finally, 15-14, I'll enter plea of not guilty on this case also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is there anything else we need to do?
Judge, on the 14-44, 444, we will move to continue the trial,
Okay.
which is set for May 8th.
We'll grant that.
And, Your Honor, will you, if I get the paperwork to you, will you consider the issue on the bond?
I certainly will.
Thank you.
State has any objection, let it be known.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything further?
No, this time.
Okay, sir, that's all we can do today. Thank you. State versus Larry Amick, 15-34. This also comes out of Newton County, I think, yes. Breaking and entering, theft of property. And he may have another case, 34-4, or 10, I'm sorry, I said that. 10-36 and 34-4. Okay. 10-36 is the breaking, entering, and theft. Okay, is this arraignment on a petition to revoke?
Yes, Your
Is
Honor.
that right?
Yeah.
Mr. Butcher, would this be your case or Mr. Hancock?
Ultimately, it'll be mine.
Okay,
Mr. Hancock's handling today's proceeding.
very well. I'll enter a plea of not true. Let me see what the allegations are. Set it for hearing on, I guess this is before Judge, these are Judge Webb's cases. Does he like to hear these in Boone County, Newton County revocations?
Usually brings that, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I can set it on May 8th or May 22nd, which is acceptable.
May 22nd, probably better, Your Honor, because the trial period we have, the 8th.
What is 15-34? I don't have the file up here on that.
Sorry, Your Honor. From may approach. Drug paraphernalia.
Is this an arraignment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Charged with possession of paraphernalia, Class D felony.
Plead not guilty, Your Honor.
Okay.
Request a trial.
I'll set this for the 22nd of May, also before Judge Will. Anything further, sir?
Judge, could we address the issue of bond?
We can.
Your Honor, with respect to the revocation case, I believe the allegations are failure to report and maybe has some positive drug screens. I'm not sure if they're going to amend it to include the new charge, or if it does have the new charge. I'm not sure, but I know the new charge is out there. Mr. Amick lives in Mount Judy, and that's where he would be living. He does have self-employed. He is self-employed, Your Honor, and he does have a job to go back to, several jobs to go back to. There's an issue of payment on the revocation case, which I think he owes about $750 total on that for the fines, costs, and fees. He does have, he's being followed here in Boone County on a parole issue out of Pascagoula, Mississippi, but I believe they are willing to release that hold if he bonds out here in Boone County and on the Newton County case. I would just add, I don't know if a bond's already been set on the drug paraphernalia case, but I would ask the court set a reasonable bond to cover both of these cases.
What's the state's position?
Your Honor, the state's concern is just that Mr. Amick has not been reporting and has not been apparently, well, the allegations are that he hasn't been doing anything he's supposed to do. If he were released, we would want him released with the understanding that he'd immediately report and that he'd be subject to drug testing and the other things that they do. And if he violated any of those, then his bond would be revoked. If Mr. Amick could make a cash bond of somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,700, that would clear up, it seems, all of his obligations or the things, at least in terms of costs, et cetera, that are causing him issues.
I don't know if he can do that or not.
I think he could probably make a cash bond of $500, Your Honor, or somewhere around there. That's what he's indicated to me.
I'm going to set $3,500 to cover both.
About mom?
Yes. Say what?
The cash
Corporate?
Mr. Amick, you'll need to report in to your probation officer if you were able to bond out immediately. You understand? Okay.
You're good, Brad.
Thank you, Joe.
Plants, plants, and more plants. That's what you'll find at Camps Plants in Harrison. Perennials, annuals, ferns, hanging baskets, shrubs, roses, and the largest selection of garden vegetables in the area. With different varieties arriving weekly, you're sure to find the perfect plant, shrub, or tree at the best price in the area. Camps Plants, in business for over 30 years in Harrison.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison is a Health Mart town. Sam Alexander Pharmacy on the square downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Nature's Wonders has been the area's premier location for value and quality in vitamins and minerals since 1994. But that's only scratching the surface. Nature's Wonders also features products that are better for you and your family's everyday needs and are also better for the environment. Nature's Wonders' selection of freshly grown organic vegetables and environmentally safe cleaners allow for a healthier heart and home. From the latest addition to the trusted friend, there's something for everyone at Nature's Wonders, your supermarket of healthy choices.
You know, we should always remember to have a working smoke detector where we sleep. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we're all safe, we're all safe. In an emergency, you need a meeting place outside the whole family can meet so that you know everyone is safe.
State versus Brandon Ledford, 15-72, stalking in the first degree.
May I approach her?
Yes.
If the court is appointing the public defender's office, will enter a plea of not guilty on the single count of the indictment or information and waive reading and service and request a jury trial.
Okay. Let's see, this is before Judge Webb. May 8th.
Yes.
I'll enter a plea of not guilty, appoint the public defender, send him to reappear on May 8th before Judge Webb.
Your Honor, he has a bond set, and I'd like to address that with this court. If I could, it's $50,000. Would note to the court that Mr. Ledford does not have any criminal history, that he's lived in the county all of his life, with the exception he attended the University of Arkansas, has a college degree. He is employed and employable. He is agreeable to a no contact order with Bethany Ledford, as well as the two minor children in the case. And he does have a place to live with his here in town, and we would ask the court to set a reasonable bond of $10,000 surety.
Judge, with regard to a charge of stalking, we have a whole set of rules and regulations that the court can consider with regard to any potential release. It's just not a matter of reducing the amount of money. The court can order a psychiatric examination if the court believes that is an issue. There's a whole list of restrictions that the court can consider. At this point in this case, because this involves a stalking where the allegations are over a 3-month period of time, we think at least at this point, until we have an opportunity to explore all the options and conditions of release, that the bond remain where it is, and if he is able to make a $50,000 bond, that the requirement certainly at a minimum be that he be may have no contact, direct or indirect, with the ex-wife and the children, and that he stay at least 500 feet away from them.
Well, if you need to explore something, I'll give you the time to do that. If you want me to address it today, I will, and if not, Judge Webb can take it up. So I'll be happy to look at it again.
on the 15th, I'm taking foreclosure on my home, my property.
Okay.
This is of that.
Judge, and I would also add that he has already been evaluated by a mental health professional there at the jail.
Okay, well, is there a report from that I can look at? I'd be happy to do it.
I don't have a report.
And I don't have the report either, Judge.
See if you can obtain that, and I'll take a look at it.
Yes, sir.
I'd be happy to look at it.
Could we set it for a hearing on the 8th before, make sure we know it's going to be a
Sure,
bond
I'll
hearing?
need to file back.
After I was arrested, I didn't receive it for 3 days after I was in jail. It was days of 15th, I was arrested before the restraining order was even in effect, Your Honor.
Okay.
This was the incident on 206, I believe we spoke about.
Mr. Ledford, there's a bond set, and we're asking the judge to consider a different bond, and Judge Webb, your case is in front of Judge Webb, and he'll take that up next Friday, okay?
If there's another report, I'll be happy to look at it today.
Yes, sir.
You can obtain it.
Yes, sir.
But that's all we can do right now.
Judge, in the meantime, I'm going to give the public defender the discovery that we've compiled to this point.
Okay. State versus Jessica Cash, 15-74, possession of morphine and paraphernalia. 14-127, possession of controlled substances and paraphernalia. We'll take 15-74 first. Looks like it's an arraignment. Ma'am, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You're here for an arraignment on case number 15-74.
Plead not guilty, Your Honor.
Okay.
Waive reading and service.
Never appear before Judge Webb on the 8th, 9 o'clock. And 14-127, let's see where we stand on that.
Judge, a failure to appear was issued last week.
Oh, I see.
It was the third failure to appear that one of our judges has issued against her in that case.
Excuse me. Thank you. Your Honor, Ms. Cash did in fact miss court last week. She had also had some misdemeanor warrants pending that were active at that time. She indicates to me that she turned herself in at the jail last Friday around noon, and I know I believe she's out on bond in the new case of 1574, and was taking care of the misdemeanor warrants, as well as turning herself in on the missed court day the last week. If I could sound the courtroom for Tracy Lindsay. Your Honor, Miss Lindsay is here from, hope I've pronounced this right, Telstra House?
Telstra House, yes.
Yeah. And I know she's met with Miss Cash regarding their program, and I believe has she been accepted?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And she would be coordinating with Telstra House as far as getting any kind of treatment and so forth that she needed for any kind of addictions, and
Okay, this case is before Judge Webb, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes, sir. Would ask
Okay. I will appear before him on the 8th. At 9 o'clock. And so what are you asking for?
Your Honor, are you familiar with Ms. Lindsay's program?
To Telestai House, sir?
No.
We are a house for women who are coming out of jail and prison who decided to change their life. We house 4 women for 1 year. We do have an on-site resident advisor that's there all the time, and then I'm there pretty much every day. We just help the women to find a job when they get out, to get them to and from court, to and from probation office meetings. It's just for women. We're a hand up. You know, we don't want to be a Band-Aid for any situation.
Where are you located?
We're in Omaha.
Omaha?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is Miss Cash coming out of prison?
She's coming out of Boone County Jail.
Okay.
Judge, I'd ask the court to consider releasing her to carry custody of Ms. Lindsay or her program, and I know she has a bond with Mr. Campbell, and I think he's here and has agreed to stay on the bond in the other case and have her appear next week.
How much of a bond has she got with him? You know? Did she bond on this one we just arraigned her on?
Yeah, she'd been out on bond for quite a while. Part of her conditions of being released from her last failure to appear, as Judge Webb said, on Monday morning, I want you to go over to the Harrison Police Department and have them read the warrant to you. She never did that.
Yes, I did. I did that day. So I got to work with Robert Campbell, and they have it on file. Is what it says.
She was read her warrant on the 24th when she turned herself in.
Ms. Cash, how much is your bond in the other case?
I'm not sure.
Let me see that file in that other case.
And do you guys transport back and forth to court? Or?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your Honor, if this has any bearing on anything, Ms. Lindsay has indicated that they would transport her from the jail and also ensure that she got back and forth to her court date next Friday.
If the bondsman's agreeable, the bond can stand good in both cases.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
So the judge is going to allow the bond to stand in both cases, and Ms. Lindsay will be out. I guess her program will be out to pick you up to go to the residence there, okay?
Thank you.
Hi, this is Jim Fitzgerald of Community First Bank, and we have a variety of home loan options that are sure to fit your financial needs. From 100% financing rural development loans to VA loans for veterans to FHA loans with low down payment options, your locally owned hometown bank has the right home loan for you. Community First Bank, where it's all about community. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Nature's Wonders has been the area's premier location for value and quality in vitamins and minerals since 1994. But that's only scratching the surface. Nature's Wonders also features products that are better for you and your family's everyday needs and are also better for the environment. Nature's Wonders selection of freshly grown organic vegetables and environmentally safe cleaners allow for a healthier heart and home. From the latest addition to the trusted friend, there's something for everyone at Nature's Wonders, your supermarket of healthy choices.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison is a Health Mart town. Sam Alexander Pharmacy on the square downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
Start spinning, twisting, and pumping into a healthy lifestyle 24 hours a day at the Fitness Club. With all of the best equipment and personal trainers, you're ensured a workout that's fun, effective, and motivating. At the Fitness Club, you can enhance your glow, relax your mind, and refresh your body all in one convenient location. So what are you waiting for? Start spinning, twisting, and pumping your way into a new you today. Enhance your lifestyle and reach your goals at the Fitness Club, Highway 6265 North in Harrison.
State versus Jonathan Stubbs, a rape case, 15-78. 2 counts.
May I approach?
Yes.
Yes.
Sir, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You're appearing before the court today for an arraignment. And does he enter a plea of not guilty?
Not guilty, Your Honor. Waive reading and service if necessary, and request a jury trial.
I have him appear before Judge Webb on May 8th. I think he starts at 9. Anything else?
Judge, if we could address the issue of bond. Mr. Stubbs has no criminal history except for, I believe, misdemeanor marijuana conviction some years ago. He's a lifelong resident of Boone County. He has a brother by the name of Tim Martin that he would be staying with at 202 Country Club here in Harrison. The bond is currently set at $100,000, Judge, and of course Mr. Stubbs would agree to have no contact with minor children or child that's involved in the allegations, as well as his wife, and we would ask the court to consider setting a $25,000 surety bond to ensure his appearance at court.
Your Honor, the state is opposed. While Mr. Stubbs only has misdemeanor convictions in his past, one of them is contributing to delinquency of a minor, albeit 15 years ago. The allegations in this case and the way Mr. Stubbs explained it is just ludicrous, and the chance of conviction is high. The mandatory minimum, if he is convicted, is 25 years in the Arkansas Department of Corrections. And so a $100,000 bond in this particular case is reasonable, and if anything, it probably ought to be higher.
Judge, the things that Mr. Carter is saying has no bearing on whether he'll appear to court. He's not shown the court any indication that Mr. Stubbs has ever missed court, failed to appear at court, or that he does have any connections out of the country or even out of the state. His residence has been here, so I don't believe there's any issue with him appearing in court. And think the court can set conditions with respect to no contact that ensure that for the safety of the folks involved in this case, and I think a $25,000 surety would ensure his appearance and bring him to court when he's supposed to be.
Judge, bond includes just more than showing up in court, and the court has to consider the chance of conviction as well as the severity of the punishment. And under our law, this carries 10 to 40 or life, but as I indicated, if he is convicted, it's a mandatory minimum of 25 years.
$50,000, no contact with the victim.
Thank you, Judge.
That'll be officer. State versus Matthew Stangl, possession of firearms for certain persons, possession of paraphernalia, 15-69.
Good morning, Officer.
Good morning. Okay, looks like he's been arraigned before Judge Webb, but he's just here for a reappearance to get on the court's docket. We've issued a scheduling order.
And, Your Honor, the state has just provided a plea offer to the defense.
Okay. Anything else to be done? I guess we have did he have a public defender? Did he fill out one of those I need to look at?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
And, Your Honor, in anticipation of the public defender being appointed, the state did provide a copy of its file to the defense on April 24th.
Very good.
Third division, right?
Yes.
Judge, if we could set this for report on plea on the 15th, I think we'll resolve it. He's currently under a parole revocation that he's agreed to.
Okay.
We're going to try to resolve it on that date.
We'll order him to appear on May 15th, 9:30. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Officer.
Thank you. State versus Christopher Rivers, 08-193, theft, criminal mischief. The set for hearing today is what we need to do.
Your Honor, we're asking the court to set this on the 15th. There's a witness in Missouri that we're trying to get a hold of to find out some information from. So we're going to need a couple more weeks to do that until the time.
That's fine, Your Honor. It's an officer with their adult probation and parole, I believe, out of the Springfield area. We're hoping to contact her by phone and discuss the case, and that might resolve it, but we're having a hard time reaching her by phone, so I'm going to attempt to subpoena her, and maybe she'll give us a call.
Hearing on the 15th, time's waived.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That'll be officer. Thank you.
Your Honor.
State versus Richard Webster Jr., criminal attempt to deliver marijuana, possession of paraphernalia, 11-269. And this is on looks like an arraignment on a petition to revoke.
$1,000 cash bond screening by HRA. So yeah, we've got some substance abuse issues in the petition.
Does he owe that much? I thought he said it was up to date.
Not Webster. No. That's how much he still owes. And last payment was in March of 2014.
What his total is what?
Let's see, 1,025, 250, roughly $1,500 probably.
Could we do $750 in cash?
I'd like to set it out.
Yeah.
Is he entering I've appointed public defender to represent you, sir. Is he entering a plea of not true to these allegations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's see, when do we need to set it for a hearing?
Your Honor, the allegations are of a technical nature.
Okay.
I believe May 15th would be appropriate.
That's
All
fine,
right.
Judge. You say $750 was okay?
I'll do that.
Judge, if the court will accept it, we've agreed to a $750 cash bond based on the nature of what he still owes in fines and costs and fees.
Bond be $750 cash. Hearing on May 15th, 9:30.
Your Honor, we would also ask,
Professional bond,
No, they just want a cash bond.
$750?
Yes, sir.
we would also ask a condition of his release be that he report to his probation officer Monday morning at 9 o'clock.
Monday morning, 9 o'clock. Go to the probation office, okay?
No problem. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Razor, Ranger, Sportsman, Ace. There's a Polaris to match your passion. Looking for a machine that works, hunts, and plays just as hard as you do? That's Ranger. Go ahead, tackle the toughest jobs, haul the biggest crews, bring home the best value. Ranger gives you the versatility to do it all.
Okay, I'm in. All right, welcome.
You work hard to take care of your car, so help clean its engine and extend its life with quality gas from Conoco.
In the Branson area, visit these ConocoPhillips White Oak stations, plus Mule Express, Saddlebrook, and the Spirit Shop.
Liquidation Outlet in Harrison. What will you find today? Where everything is up to 50% off of retail. Hi, this is Amy, and we've got everything from entertainment centers and furniture to toys for the kids and baby supplies. We also carry bedding, luggage, humidifiers, and lots of craft items. With so many choices, you'll find the perfect deal for you. Stop paying retail and head to Liquidation Outlet for great savings. If you miss a day, you miss a great deal.
Best deals that you can get at the Liquidation Outlet.
Got something to say? Something to sell? Want to promote your business or ideals? Reach a lot of people every day, all day. Let us help get your message in their face. Billboards work. We all read them. Call now at 870-715-5151 to get your message out there. Bigger is better.
State versus Charlotte Hodge, a hot check case 1303. It's on a petition to revoke. Good morning. Ma'am, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. There's been a petition filed to revoke your probationary period. You're appearing here for an arraignment. Does she enter a plea of not true to these allegations?
She does, Your Honor.
Okay.
Waive reading of the petition.
Okay. May I set this for May 15th?
You may, Your Honor, and the state's going to propose bond in the amount of $800 cash.
You have anything to say, or?
Judge, that was the agreement that we made. I know she's got several issues out of Washington, Madison, Carroll with hot checks. So
okay. Hearing on May 15th, ma'am, at 9:30. $800 cash bond.
And likewise, Your Honor, if she were to make that bond, we would ask that a condition of her release be that she report to her officer Monday morning at 9 o'clock.
What officer do you check in with? Where at?
who's your probation officer here in Boone County?
Christian.
Okay.
Christian Dukes.
If you make bond, check in Monday morning with Christian, okay? Thank you. State versus Amanda Price, burglary, breaking or entering, theft, criminal mischief, 13-16. Good morning.
Your Honor, this is the first appearance on a petition to revoke, and I believe this will be Judge Webb's case.
Okay.
Your Honor, waive reading in her plea of not true.
Okay. Ma'am, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. I'm entering a plea of not true in your case. I'm going to have you appear before Judge Webb on May 8th. I'll just set it for hearing, but it can be moved if you are your needs, I'm sure. Put that at 9 o'clock. I'm not sure when he starts.
I believe Judge Webb starts at 8:30, Your Honor.
8:30. 8:30. Anything else?
Judge, with regard to the issue of bond, I think she has a new case, a substantive case that she has a $10,000 bond on, and has bonded with Mr. Campbell's outfit, and she would be staying at 8578A Elm Street in Lead Hill with her parents, and we would ask the court to set a reasonable bond with respect to the revocation case.
Who's she staying with?
Her parents, Amy Smith and William Smith, in Lead Hill, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have anything to say, Mr. Carter?
Your Honor, as far as I know, this one conviction that she's on probation for right now is her only felony conviction. She has a few misdemeanor convictions. This is a petition to revoke, which normally residential burglary wouldn't be that big of a thing, except we have now classified, or the legislature has decided we are going to classify residential burglary as a crime of violence under the Act 895. So, Your Honor, based upon that, I'll ask that the court, because it's a revocation hearing, just leave it at no bond.
Judge, I agree that residential burglary is a serious offense. However, I don't think it's retroactively classified as a crime of violence.
Is the new oh, this is on the revocation.
This is on the revocation.
Yeah.
But it's allegations of drug usage.
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct.
And what's in the new case is what?
It's a drug, methamphetamine and misdemeanor marijuana.
You may not. Do you know the number on it?
I don't know the case number, Judge.
Judge, I actually don't believe she's been served that warrant, or if she has, it was served within the last 24 hours.
I think you've been served on the new warrant, haven't you?
On possession charges have not been served. I was told with it when Mr. Cutting back.
Okay. But you bonded on it, that case?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you work?
No, sir, Your Honor, I recently got laid off.
Okay. If the bondsman's willing, I'll let the bond in the new case stand good in this case also. I'm going to put you on house arrest. Don't leave the house unless for medical emergency or a court appearance.
Okay. They put me on an ankle monitor Monday. Is that basically the same thing?
Well, it's somewhat.
She need to be back next week, Judge. Is that...
Yes.
Yes.
You need to be back May the 8th, next Friday, okay, in court. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
13-179, State versus Samuel Lambert. It was originally battery, endangering the welfare of a minor, assault.
Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Russo regarding this case yesterday, and we have agreed that since Mr. Lambert is currently serving a parole revocation, which we are expecting that to last approximately 1 year, we have agreed to let the revocation that's pending before this court track with the new charges. Mr. Russo has agreed to waive the 60 days and was to enter an appearance on Mr. Lambert's behalf and move to continue the revocation hearing.
That's true, Your Honor. I'm standing in for Mr. Russo on that, and I agree with what Mr. Bradford is.
Okay, so when do I need to set it down for hearing?
Your Honor, I'm not sure when our next court appearance is in the pending case now, the new charges, but I will find out and let the court know.
Okay, well.
Mr. Lambert, when are you scheduled to come back to court? Do you know?
I don't know.
Don't know, okay.
Well, kick it out. I'll set it for July 10th, and if we need to move it, fine.
He's set for May 29th for his next appearance.
Oh, I'll set it on May 29th.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
State versus Ruben Sanchez, possession of methamphetamine paraphernalia, 14-47. Ruben Sanchez.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Your Honor, the last time we were in court on this matter a couple of weeks ago, or maybe about a month ago, Mr. Sanchez had a lengthy discussion with his supervising officer, Christian Dukes. They have been working on a process that will result in hopefully Mr. Sanchez's probation being transferred to the state of Nevada. He has paid the fee required to process the application. We're just waiting for the application to either be accepted or denied. Mr. Sanchez has been in jail for almost 60 days. We've agreed to convert this to a contempt. But Mr. Sanchez needs to understand that he is still under the conditions of probation, and if there were to be any further violations between now and when that application is ruled on, it would most certainly be denied, and the state will not be offering any further contempt offers on any future revocations.
What's the recommended sentence?
60 days. That will have him released from jail probably sometime next week, Your Honor.
Mr. Sanchez, while on probation, did you use controlled substances?
No, sir. I attended Willard D. Mill last, in fact, it's been 1 year.
Okay.
I received a certificate of completion, so I've been working on my daily struggles, and it has been tough.
Mr. Sanchez, hold on. The judge is asking you if you used, while you were on probation, you used a controlled substance.
Oh, yeah, yes. In fact, I tested jury for that at one point, yes.
Sir, I'm going to find you in contempt, sentence you to 60 days in the county jail, give you credit for time served.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You need to stay in contact with Mrs. Dukes.
Absolutely.
That'll be all. State versus Albert Struckle, failure to register, 14-117, 2,140 hot checks, 2,193 theft, commercial burglary, 2,199.
Exactly what he's looking at in Marion County too. Okay, and try to do a wrap up on everything.
Sir, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. I'm looking at case 2014-117, and there's been a petition filed to revoke your probationary period. And how does he plead to this?
Your Honor, he'll plead not true. Waive reading. Request a hearing date on May 29th.
Okay.
Fact judge in all 4 cases will enter not true and request that May 29th date.
All right.
Was it Marion County? Yep. And I believe there was a trial turned in for Boone County too. I've seen his name recently on something. I believe it was a new case.
They have a hold on him in Marion.
I don't know.
Am I here on May 29th?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Struckle, I've entered pleas of not true in all these cases, and we'll have a hearing in your case on May 29th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
KTKO Channel 8 Harrison. Local television worth watching.
Arkansas Orthopedics and Sports Medicine now offers you 2 orthopedic surgeons, both trained in all the latest surgical techniques. Dr. Sedani and Dr. Cutler specialize in all forms of orthopedic problems and injuries, from torn rotator cuffs to joint replacement, even sprains or broken bones. Dr. Sedani and Dr. Cutler will see you quickly and with the highest standard of efficiency. The entire staff of Arkansas Orthopedics works to keep you moving. Call today for an appointment. Call Dr. Sedani and Dr. Cutler in Harrison at 741-8289.
Hi, I'm Television Advertising. I'm sure you remember me from all the times you've seen me nestled in between your favorite shows. Yeah, I work a lot, but I'm in demand because of my impressive skill set. Grocery stores, banks, car lots, even billboards depend on me to get the job done. Let me, Television Advertising, work for you. You'll be glad you did. Now, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Books are an important part of your life, and when you go to Books on the Square, you'll find books that will not only be informative, but books that will take you away. Books on the Square now has 2 locations on the south side of the Harrison Square. Books on the Square carries fiction books, books on CD, lots of westerns, and books full of mystery. Books on the Square, too, next to Deb's Frames and Things, has your nonfiction favorites, religious, historical, and even cookbooks. Take a stroll down the south side of the square and visit both Books on the Square.
What's the first thing you notice when you walk into an Arbest?
When I come in and they call me by name.
Half of the people there call me Aunt Bliss.
Even the branches that I don't go in a lot, usually I get a greeting.
When you get off work, you want to see happy people.
They always say, good morning or good afternoon.
They answer everything I need.
I enjoy seeing my family at our best at any time.
When I'm running late and you think you're not going to make it and those doors are still open here,